once boasted that he had a terrific haircut. Really, Russell?
He needs to get a mirror.
Let me tell you what your haircut is.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Showbiz Showdown with me, JJ Anisiobi. Today, we're talking about that man, again, Russell Brand, because although he looks like a tramp, he is actually a multi-millionaire, 16 million in the bank. So why is he asking his fans to donate money to him? Joining me in the studio is TalkTV legend Kevin O'Sullivan. Kev, welcome again.
Hi, JJ.
That was very polite of you.
I know.
I
I'm
was
very
expecting an
polite
insult.
man. Good morning, Mr. Anisiobi.
Kev, Russell Brand he's on Rumble, his last place to make money apparently.
Yeah.
He's asking his fans to pay £48 a year to subscribe, but he's literally cap in hand begging, saying to them, "Come on, please, lovelies, give me some cash. Come on, join up. I've been silenced."
Yeah, well, you know, we're in strange territory here, and I'm conflicted about it. You know, I think the guy's got a right to make a living. You know, if that's YouTube, and Rumble, and all that, I think he should be able to do that in the current circumstances, because nothing against him has been proved. All we have is unsubstantiated allegations. So in that respect, he should not be treated like a criminal. I thought it was extremely questionable that the chair lady of the Culture Committee, Caroline Dinenage, MP, wrote to YouTube to suggest that or to call upon them to demonetize his channel. I don't think that's the job or the remit of a politician to get involved in whether or not other human beings can make a living. That's absolutely outrageous. That said, you know, as you say, JJ, he's got 16 million quid in the bank. He owns about 3 properties and a pub. It's called The Crown in Oxford. Currently closed, I understand, for technical reasons. So he's a very wealthy man, and he's got a lot of assets, and there's something very unseemly about him demanding from his fans that they go to Rumble, which is $60 a month or 48 quid if you're in this country, and saying, "Oh, you know, please." That's quite a lot of money for most people. I think he doesn't understand what 48 quid means to the average guy on the street. "Oh, come on, it's only 48 quid." So it's a bit strange that he's demanding this money. He doesn't need this money. And it's kind of embarrassing that he's doing it. It's unseemly. And I don't know why he's doing it. It's sort of as if to say, you know, you can't cancel me. Well, I suspect Rumble might not be far off doing that, because major advertisers, including Burger King, are questioning whether they will continue to invest in Rumble, advertising on Rumble, whilst they've got Russell Brand on. All of that said, you know, although I'm no defender of Russell Brand. Certainly don't hold a candle for him.
But you're about to defend him.
Yes, I am. Most people, you know, like most people, I find him sort of vulgar, unfunny and juvenile. All that boasting about sex. Hey, Russ, you know, we're all grown-ups. A few of us have had a bit of sex. You're not the only one. And it's rather teenage of you to keep boasting about what a shagger you are. And look what difficulty it's landed you in. So, however, serious allegations have been made against him. 4 women initially, one saying rape, the other sexual assault. We've got allegations from America. At least 3 women, maybe more, have come forward to go to the police. He's now under official investigation by the police, all of which is very disconcerting for him. Very disturbing, as he said. I've had a distressing week, haven't I? Distressing, these baroque charges against me, and all that. So as I say, it doesn't look good for him. I don't particularly like him. I think he's a vulgar, sex-boasting, unfunny thug, frankly, who can't dress, and actually once boasted that he had a terrific haircut. Really, Russell?
He needs to get a mirror.
Let me tell you what your haircut is. All of that said, serious allegations, none have been proved. He denies all of them, and therefore, culturally, I don't think he should be cancelled. I don't like the cancellation process because it is the public just zoning in on an accusation, or in this case a series of accusations, and deciding they're true. It isn't their job to do it. They have no idea about anything. They just go, oh, they said some nasty things about Russell Brand, let's destroy his life. And that's what's going on right now.
Do you think, because some people are saying that he's actually trying to build a defence fund, similar way that people accuse Trump of similar, he's asking for more money from people so he can make a bit more cash, so that if it does end up in court, he's got some money to pay for his expensive barristers?
I'm sure that's one element of it, but as we said at the outset, he doesn't actually need the money. You've got 16 million. You can afford a very, very good defence, a very, very good barrister. But I suppose every little bit helps, and that's why he is trying to fill his coffers right now. But I don't think that form of income will last much longer. What he's really railing against is, he's trying to, the way he's trying to depict his predicament, which is a kind of crusader for free speech, the truth, who is being viciously destroyed and picked upon by the establishment and the mainstream media, because he's telling the truth and the mainstream media want to silence him. Well, you can frame it like that, Russell, but no one is buying it. And by the way, his suggestion that the mainstream media, the newspapers and the television companies, the radio stations all get together and say, let's get Russell Brand. He's an alternative voice and he's doing us great damage. We must destroy him. As I keep saying, JJ, you've heard me say this before, he's just a pipsqueak. And trust me, the only thing that the media are thinking about, mainstream media, the legacy media, what does that even mean? The only thing they're thinking about is this Russell Brand story is pretty damn good. Let's put it on the front page. And this idea, you know this. We've all worked on newspapers, television companies. I know. Journalists are just like everyone else. They're just going into work, trying to do a good job, trying to get a decent paper up, drawing their salaries and going home. They haven't got time to sit around deciding in dark, smoky rooms who we cancelled next. So and I think Brand knows that, but by depicting it in the way that he is, me, the crusader for free speech against the evil mainstream media, his followers will fall for that. I get such a lot of stuff on Twitter every time we do a story on Russell Brand on TalkTV. All these people, you're just mainstream media, blah blah blah. So for him, it works.
Going back to Burger King, I do think it's again, because as you say, he is still innocent. He denies all allegations. He's still innocent. He's not been charged with anything. So I think it's wrong for Burger King to be pulling out advertising from Rumble. They were okay. Rumble is a very right-leaning platform. I've got no problem with that. If Burger King want to advertise there, they should advertise there. HelloFresh, ASOS, they've also pulled advertising from there.
So it's all ganging up.
So now the corporations have made the judgment themselves as well. We can't be associated with accusations, but it's just that, an accusation.
But interestingly, you see, I think that although I'm not buying into Russell's depiction of this saga, me against the mainstream media, interestingly, he has succeeded into turning his situation into a debate about free speech. And he's actually got a point. And the Attorney General, Victoria Prentice, KC. Me neither, I've never heard of her, but she's apparently the most important lawyer in the land. She announced this week that the papers have got to be very, very careful. She issued a serious official warning that the papers may be in contempt of court. Well, Victoria, you're the Attorney General and you don't understand the law. You cannot be in contempt of court if there's no court case. So that again, that looks like the government trying to shut the papers up. With this spurious nonsense about whether or not it cannot be contempt of court. So Victoria Prentice has entered this fray, and so we're talking about his right to be able to speak, the newspaper's right to be able to cover this story, and for Victoria's information, the newspapers, as long as they obey the basic legal principles, pointing out he denies all allegations, the newspapers, Victoria, are absolutely free to do whatever the hell they want with this story right now.
Going back to YouTube, I would have kicked him off YouTube previously because of, here's some of the titles from his previous episodes on there. What really started the Hawaii fires? Or COVID SAR admits lockdowns were never about science. He does these episodes where he fills it with misinformation. There'll be a couple of facts in there, but lots of misinformation. For me, that's dangerous, and that's a reason to get rid of him from YouTube or stop him from monetizing. But it's crazy, I think, that he's allowed on YouTube. He's not allowed to make money from YouTube. Yeah. However, Tory Lanez is a Canadian singer who was in the press 2 months ago for shooting a gun at a singer called Megan Thee Stallion, a rapper Megan Thee Stallion, shot her in the foot. Tory Lanez is now in prison, serving time in federal prison in the US. He still has a channel on YouTube that is still being monetized. So an actual criminal has the ability to make money on YouTube, but someone who's simply accused of crime is now being told you can't make money. That double standard seems ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and what's really worrying about this, it doesn't matter if it's Russell Brand, it could be anyone, is the cancellation process, which is a product of the era of the accusation.
Yeah.
All you need to do to destroy someone's life is accuse them of something. Yeah. And the fact that all these commercial companies sort of immediately start pulling their support and financing and, you know, various channels shut him down and all that sort of thing, it's very worrying. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, Kevin Spacey, you know, who of course was charged with some very serious sexual offences and was acquitted. Mm-hmm. Well, I saw it, you know, here sensationally. I did a whole show on it when the day he came out of court, weeping, couldn't believe that he'd been found not guilty of all these offences. The first thing that happens, you get agents, you get studio executives, you get lawyers from Hollywood who all came on and said he still will not be able to revive his career. And the question to that is, why not? Why not? He's been found not guilty in court. So the public have taken it upon themselves, and so have companies, commercial outfits, have taken it upon themselves to be the judge and the jury in these cases as soon as someone's alleged to have done something wrong. And we've got to worry about that. We have to worry about what's happening to Russell Brand. You know, in my heart of hearts, the way I think about it is it couldn't happen to a nicer twat, but that isn't the point. It's a point of principle. It doesn't matter if it's Russell Brand, it's anyone not found guilty of offences, you know, should not have their life cancelled on the back of rumours and gossip.
Completely agree with you with that, Kevin. Now let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Should Russell Brand be begging people for money? The guy has 16 million quid plus multiple properties, and he's out there asking you for your hard-earned cash. Let us know everything below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.